And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Before we do get into today's video, as always, make sure you do drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel for more Celtic content. So on Wednesday night, Celtic were officially crowned champions of the SPFL for the third year in a row. In today's video, we're going to go over some Rangers fan meltdowns following us being crowned champions, and even one Rangers fan said he's going to give up a season ticket after this year's displays from his team. Have a listen.
No, congratulations to Celtic for winning the league. They can have their fun, but I'm sure hopefully it doesn't last longer than a week. But I think it was very tough. You know, the Parkhead game was going to be tough for us, but I think we lost at the Ibrox game. That was a game for me. It was a must-win game, because then if we won that game, I think we would have kicked on to Ross County Dundee. A lot of us Rangers fans are blaming Ross County Dundee, but it was that Ibrox game that really put us off the game, and then a couple of delays on the Dundee game. But you know what? If we had won this league, we would not see the paper over the cracks, because you don't learn anything from winning. It's by losing you can look at the team. If we'd won, we'd be giving all these guys new contracts. I don't think we should give any players coming up for contract, which is 6 of them, any contracts. We've got 4 loan players coming in. I think we should keep about 2 of them. And then, we'll build this team, because I do believe in the manager. Because everybody's talking about, and I heard Mark was talking about Brendan being an elite manager. He's a good manager, but elite manager, he got Leicester relegated. He spent £30 million on the weekend. £30 million in the summer. None of those players started against Rangers. That's an Ange Postecoglou team. And then Aida was the only guy who came on last night. Apart from that, this is an Ange's team. So I don't think anybody's going to come in for O'Reilly, Hitari, Fuhasi. I think they're all going to be there next year, but we're going to get stronger, and hopefully next May, Brendan can come back and see us. I don't know if anybody came in from Gordon, to be honest, because Celtic's transfer policy is anybody comes in, get rid of him. Jota was a great player, phenomenal player for them. Against us, we had nightmares, but they sold him because it's about the money, right? Because they are in a great financial position, but a lot of people are getting carried away with the Champions League money. UEFA have already came out and said the increase will be 30% on average. Last year, Real Madrid, Liverpool never made over 100 million. So there's no way going from a 6-team Champions League to 8-team Champions League, you're going to bring in double the money. Yeah, Balogun, who I like, but I think it's just age, right? And everybody, Jack, definitely not. It's time for those guys to move on. They've been there for a long period of time, and Clement referenced that the reason that Rangers are not winning these games is because obviously you're playing against a team that's just as good as you, or even a little bit better with the talent that they have. But our off-the-ball work is terrible. Our shape is all off when we go off the ball, so we don't work. There's no desire. So we have to bring in guys with legs, energy, and a will to win. And I don't think we have to spend millions and millions and millions, just like Mark says. But if you get the right guys, like O'Reilly, you get a decent guy in that's got confidence, I think we'll do better, for sure. But we have to give our manager the chance.
Just a quick one, boys and girls, to tell you that we have a new drop available on our website. We have the Brendan Rodgers Pope tee, along with the Celtic Ultra t-shirts. Do browse the collection by going down to the link in the description, or going to celticapparel.com. Anyway, let's get back into today's video.
I mean, this will be, I'm not going to say the word, but this will be like a good time for the Celtic fans listening to this. They'll be, Harry, Jinby, whatever. I nearly said that, I didn't say it, but, but no, I was saying to him, listen, I know Gordon Dale, and this is probably going to bring a smile to Mark's face, but see next season for me, after this season ticket, I'm 38 in a couple of weeks, and the reason I'm calling in tonight is I'm going on holiday and I'm going to miss the cup final, thank God, but It's getting to the point it's a chore, and I said about the Union Bears leaving on the 90th minute the other night there, and to me that was a wee bit I get the players and stuff like that doing their lap of honour after whatever, but for me next season's massive because listen, I mean everything I've been through since following Rangers, I don't go in for this is going to sound a wee bit conflicting what I'm about to say here, but Celtic winning 9 in a row twice and this, that and the other never really bothered me, but see if Celtic win the next 2 league titles and overtake Rangers in terms of this 55 and all this stuff. For me, and I was saying to Gus, I'll call him Gus, I know his name's Chris, but the producer, I was saying to him, but back in like 2014, you know, there was the stuff with the Easdales, and it was like, oh, do you support, do you boycott, because of that stuff that was going on. And I stuck with the team, you know, through the lower leagues, and I'm not saying I'm some kind of, you know, super fan or uber staunch because I've done that. It's just what you do. But, you know, the closer I get to 40, and I know that's going to give Gordon a bit of a smile, I think he's like close to collecting his pension, but the closer I get to 40, I'm like, is it worth it anymore? And as I say, I know this is going to, in your YouTube comments, it's going to say, oh, listen to him getting up in his team, but for me, you know, if Celtic won 10 in a row a couple of years ago, it would have been never heard the end of it. And I think, you know, Clement needs a big summer, as we all know. But for me, if Celtic go on and win the next, not even trebles, just like the next 2 league titles, it's going to be, and yes, of course, Rangers can claw it back in years when we're all gone. Of course they can, but it would be an absolute living nightmare. And again, I'll get ridiculed from my own fans for saying that, but at that point, it's like, you know, it's just, when's enough, you know? Well, I mean, I've had the season ticket. I kept it going through the what they call the banter years, you know, on the YouTube and that, this, that and the other. But I wouldn't ever give up, but I think I would just get to the point where, you know, I'd maybe probably pick and choose the games. And I think for me, it's just getting to the point now of, it's, you know, if we didn't win the league this season, you know, in December, I think most people would have said Rangers were, you know, odds-on favourites to go on if that had continued. But surprise, surprise, you know, the bottle crashed again. And listen, I'll be the first to come on, you know, if we have a fantastic start to the season. And a fair few aren't there. I know it's a bit of a cliche to name the likes of Golds and Tavernier because, you know, particularly Tav, his offensive numbers are fantastic. But I think the three of you would agree he's cost Rangers a lot of times, but where would Rangers be without James Tavernier? But at the same time, like I said when I was speaking to Andy last time I was on, like, can he keep doing a rebuild every 12 months? And for one, we've not got the money to do that, and no team in the world rebuilds every summer. And, you know, there's this narrative, again, I'll probably get shot down in flames by my mates for saying this, and they'll say, oh, he's not a Rangers fan, he's a closet Celtic fan. But there's this sneaking narrative about Rangers becoming the Dortmund of Scotland.
Celtic fans, what do you make of this campaign as a whole? Are you happy with how we played throughout this season? Yes or no? Let us know down in the comment section below. That does bring us to the end of today's video, guys. As always, make sure you do drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel for more Celtic content. Remember, we have released our brand new Celtic t-shirts. You can find them at celticapparel.com or just check the link down below in the description. Thank you, take care, bye bye.